rise.
All rise. The District Court of City Neighbors is now in session. The Honorable Kevin Chambers presides.
I got time or I just go sit down.
Sit down and then before you start this, be seated. Okay. Kevin's gonna say his speech now. It's long.
My name is Kevin Chambers and I am a judge in the case of State of New Jersey versus Willie Wynn. This is a criminal trial. In this case, the State of New Jersey claims that Willie Wynn is guilty of the crimes of criminal mischief and defiant trespass. Briefly, this case involved charges that the defendant Willie Wynn committed: criminal mischief and defiant trespass by spray painting the house and family of Justin Case. The state alleges that this followed a fight in school the day before between Willie Wynn and Justin Case. The defendant Willie Wynn denied the charge. I would like to introduce you to the attorney today. The State of New Jersey will be represented throughout the proceedings by Maya, Petrea, Victoria. The defendant will be represented by Shatidra, Donna, and McKenna. I read the rest of it?
Yeah, keep going. You're practicing.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are the sole judges of the facts of this matter. Your determination of the facts is to be based solely upon the evidence submitted during the course of the trial. When I use the term evidence, I mean the testimony of witnesses or any exhibits which may be marked into evidence. The state and defendant are entitled to juries who are impartial and agree to keep their minds open until a verdict is reached. Jurors must be as free as humanly possible from bias. Prejudice or sympathy must not be influenced by preconceived ideas. Following closing statements, you will receive your final instructions on the law from me, and you will then retire to consider your verdict. It is your duty to weigh the evidence calmly and without bias, passion, prejudice, or sympathy, and to decide the issues on the murder. The defendant on trial, Willie Wynn, is presumed to be innocent unless each and every essential element of the offense charge are proved beyond a reasonable doubt. The defendant must be found not guilty of that charge. A reasonable doubt is honest and reasonable. Uncertainty in your minds about the guilt of the defendant you have for an important consideration of all the evidence. The burden of proving each element of the charges beyond a reasonable doubt rests upon the state, and that burden never shifts to the defendant. We will start opening statements. The state may begin when they are ready.
All right. So, after that, so he just said, his last line is, we will start opening statements. The state will begin when they are ready. So then, who's given your opening statement? Okay, so Victoria would stand up and give her statement. When the lawyers are talking, either with questionings or with your statements, you guys can come and walk around. You can do that, okay? Or you can stand behind it if you want. But you can't go past here. Because we protect the jury. Okay?
Wait,
we can move.
If we do move around, do we get extra points or anything for creativity?
Ew, get the bug.
I'm just asking because
you might win. The jury, it might be a little bit more sympathetic to a lawyer who's talking to them instead of talking down here. I'm just saying. All right. If you look at the rubric, playing your role to get a really high grade, you need to play your role well, and most lawyers move around. All right. So then, when Victoria's done, she'll say thank you, and then sit down. And then Kevin is going to say, I didn't write this down. Kevin is going to say the defense can say their opening statement. So just when Victoria's done, just say the defense can go. You're running this show. So.
Judges can't have tattoos.
Okay, so then.
Can they? They miss words.
Okay, so then who's giving yours? So Kenzie will get up. Oh, wait.
You want me to stand up?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And Kenzie,
You look pretty.
will say hers.
That was fun.
If I ain't do. Zach, why is he doing that? You got the wrong one. Move.
You just see that crust.
Okay, and then Kenzie said her opening statement, and then she is going to sit down, and then Kevin is going to say,
It's a bluffing ass.
okay, so he just said, are we ready? The prosecution may call its first witness. So, who's doing the questioning? Okay. So stand up, and you say that the prosecution calls.
The prosecution calls Jessica.
Okay, so Justin is not here right now. Pretend I'm Justin.
Oh, the
Diamond Davis to the office. Diamond Davis to the office.
Okay, now Deshaun.
Get the camera off me right now.
Hold up.
I was just recording her being a fool,
Okay,
right?
you go around that way, and you're gonna meet.
It's like,
Okay, look, I
like-
need you guys to help me
Somebody
make sure
text
the
you.
witnesses know this. Michaela, you might need to be a lead on this. So the witnesses are over here. When they get called, the witnesses are going to walk over this way. Deshaun's going to meet them here. This is the
like he
Bible.
just got out of
They're
jail.
going to put their left hand, raise their right hand, and Deshaun is going to say, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing.
I do.
Make sure you
And then you go back over there.
Right, he.
So then you go back over there. Okay.
I'ma tell. Oh shit. Ooh.
Okay.
Hope she watches.
So I'm just in case. Okay. So just say, state your name and I am Justin Case. I am an 18-year-old from senior at Pleasant or Peaceful Valley High School. And then you guys would ask your questions. And then when you're done, you're going to say, no further questions, Your Honor.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, and then Kevin is going to say, the defense may.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
So who's asking your questions?
Shadidra,
Okay,
wait
so-
to the other, the dirty people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadidra.
So then Shatidra is going to ask questions, so make sure she knows this. I'm going to send her the video. And then at the end, when she's done, she's going to say, the defense has no further questions, Your Honor. And sit down, okay? And then you're going to say,
Does the prosecution have any other witness?
Alright, I got it.
okay,
The prosecution calls defense to the stand.
so you're going to do the same thing. You're gonna say,
Do you tell?
right here.
You swear to tell the whole truth,
The truth, the whole truth.
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Please state your name and position for the record. No further questions, Your Honor.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, so I'm Diamond. I'm Shatidra. I'm Shatidra. I cross-examine, no further questions, Your Honor.
Now I can get up.
And not until Kevin says you can. So then Kevin's going to say, the witness.
The witness may step down. Does the prosecution have any other witness?
The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Okay,
The
So-
defense may call their first witness.
so the defense calls their witness.
That's dumb.
Okay, so Diamond is going to call,
Willie.
Your Honor, the defense calls Willie Wynn to the stand. So then Cliff's going to get up. Raise your hand. No, he's right. Raise your right hand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay. So then, I'm Diamond now, right? I'm Diamond. state your name. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
We went ECU 10 Peaceful Valley.
Okay, then I ask the questions, and then I say the prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
The defense
has no further questions, Your Honor. And then Kevin says,
The state may cross-examine the witness.
And I say, excellent, and the state has no further questions, Your Honor?
yep. And then Kevin says,
The witness may step down, does the defense have any other?
so you're good, so you go back.
I see.
other witness Taylor, but she's not here.
Okay, so now I'm Taylor.
You on camera
Ready,
doing
Deshaun?
that,
I'm
girl?
Taylor. Come on.
You was on camera doing that.
You going the wrong way.
Not who I was.
Playing a lot of roles today.
Come on,
Damn, I
proceed.
said the same thing.
I do. Okay, so then,
Oh, terrible. Oh, terrible.
please state your name and occupation for the record.
She happy to go.
My name is Officer Seymour. I'm a member, Seymour Justice. I'm a member of the Peaceful Valley Police Department, and I was the officer of the scene of the crime.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I mean, the state.
The state may cross-examine the witness.
The state has no further questions, Your Honor.
The witness may step down, does the defense have any other witness? The defense rests, Your Honor.
Yeah.
We will begin closing arguments. The state will go first.
So who's doing the closing? So Maya's gonna stand up. You don't have to read it now.
Not yet after the police.
Yeah, you can say like whatever you want.
Where's our evidence? Okay.
If you guys want to use evidence, I have it. Go for it.
My name is Maya Leslie, and I'm one of the prosecutors in this case.
And then she would give her opening statement, and she would say closing. Then she would say thank you. And then Kevin will say the state or the defense can go. Who's giving the defense's closing? So then Kenzie
Get up, Frenchie.
Shut up.
will stand up. We'll give the closing. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Kevin's next big
She got to
speech.
say her name.
Your last big speech. Ready?
Shut up.
You ready? Okay, Kevin has one more long speech. Really good for your brain. Don't you dare.
I ain't get this part. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence in this case has been presented, and the attorneys have completed their citations. We now arrive at the time when you as jurors are to perform your final function in this case. At the outset, let me express my thanks and appreciation to you for your attention to this case. I would like to commend Consul for the personal manner in which they have presented their respective cases, and for their courtesy to the court and jury during this trial. As jurors, it is your duty to weigh the evidence calmly and without passion. Prejudice or sympathy, also speculation, guessing, or assumptions play no role in the performance of your duty today. The defendant, Willie Wynn, stands before you charged with criminal mischief and defiant trespass. The defendant has pleaded not guilty to these charges. The defendant on trial is presumed innocent, and unless each and every essential element of the offense charge is proved beyond a reasonable doubt, the defendant must be found not guilty of that charge. The burden of proving each element of that charge beyond a reasonable doubt rests upon the state, but that burden never shifts to the defendant. In my beginning statement, I explained you are the judges of fact. You and you alone are the sole judges of evidence and the credibility of the witnesses. And determine whether the witness is worthy of belief, you may take into consideration the demeanor of the witness interest, and the outcome of the trial, whether he or she made any inconsistent statements. Count one of the indictment charges, Willie Wynn with committing criminal mischief. To find him guilty, the state must have provided that he damaged tangible property, that the property belonged to another person, and that he acted purposefully when he damaged it. Count 2, the other indictment charges. Willie won with defiant trespass to find him guilty. The state must have